What's up, Sooner Nation? Welcome to the Sooner Surge for the nightly 9:30 podcast that tells it like it is. It's the eve of a scrimmage down in Norman, as the Sooners will be getting after it tomorrow in a Saturday scrimmage. We're 22 days away. That's Jacob Gutierrez days. That's Peyton Bowen days. That's I'm sure we can name some others, Jay.
I got one for you.
What's that?
How about the one only Keenan Clayton? Wasn't he 22?
Who?
Huh? Keenan Clayton?
Clayton Smith?
No.
Clayton Smith was 22.
No, not Clayton Smith.
Well, Clayton Smith was 22.
No, he wasn't.
Clayton Smith was.
Keenan Clayton, bro.
Clayton Smith was 22.
I don't know if Clayton. Oh, look at this one. What's up, KB? Yeah, who is the greatest 22, Jern? Q?
Because they won the Natty that year, possibly.
Germ doesn't even know who he is. That's what's crazy. The cheetah before it ever exists, and Germ's like, who?
My internet's cutting out. I thought all I heard was Clayton.
Oh, sorry.
And then I said Clayton Smith, and you said no.
Yeah, sorry. Marcus Dupree? Marcus or Q? Yeah, Dupree. It's just sad that Dupree wasn't there longer.
You can see the title of tonight's, the topic for tonight. And I went around back and forth on what to title this, Jay. Obviously, one of them was not maybe well received by you. And it was really talking about depth, about the depth. You hear this word, it's not just at OU. A lot of teams throw the word depth out. And originally I just started talking about, are you sick of hearing about the depth? And actually, Hunter, Jay, and I had a conversation that actually OU has played some young guys. So they have shown some depth. So that probably wasn't the best way. But then you look at this title. Is the Oklahoma Sooners depth competitive or commonplace? In order for them to be in the playoff, Jay, it has to be competitive. It cannot be commonplace.
Explain to everybody what you mean by commonplace.
Ordinary. It's common every place, Jay.
Jeremy, I think most teams nowadays are playing more people than they used to. Because of all of this.
Did you hear what I said?
Well, I heard some of it. Some of it I tuned out.
Playing more guys is not competitive. You can play a lot of guys and it be commonplace.
Hey, hold up. That's not what the term competitive depth means, by the way.
Competitive depth means you're playing a lot of guys and they're producing. Yes, it does.
Competitive depth could mean they're really battling it out to get that starting position in practice. It's depth.
That could be part of it. That could be part of it.
That's what I take it as. So
I don't know how many injuries there'll be tomorrow, but I did see Deion Burks. Looks like he's back, Jay. Made a great play on the sideline.
You know what I've noticed?
Great play on the sideline by Deion.
I've noticed, we've talked about in the offseason about John Mateer, and we had the insert for Washington State on last year at the end of the year. And a lot of them said the deep ball is where he's got to make his best improvement, right? And I would probably agree with that if you watch some of his stuff, okay? He seems to throw really well. Is the back shoulder stuff. I mean, you see multiple of those in the videos where it's a back shoulder throw. Yeah, so I'm ready to watch it, man. Here's my question of the night. If I'm Mean Machine 412, let's go. It says, here's my question of the night. Name one player that has not been mentioned in the spring and summer who will start game one or play a key role all year. Devin Jordan, too, Mean Machine. I'm with you. I'm a robot.
Yeah, I thought it was me, but I think it's you.
Me?
Well, it's not me.
All right, hang on.
Yeah, it's you. I thought it was me the whole time, and it's Jay. Wow, sells again. This dude sells almost every Friday night. I don't know what the deal is on Friday nights, Jay. Hey, Jay says Devin Jordan. Mean Machine says Devin Jordan. Is there – now, Chester, I agree. You have not heard much about Peyton Bowen. So would he – now, he's a guy you have heard a lot about, just not this just not this kind of off season here. I'm trying to think of a guy that hasn't been mentioned that could start on day one. I mean, technically, Kobe McKenzie hasn't been mentioned a lot, although I do think he would. He's not a surprise, so I can't say that. Let me think on that. A guy who has not been mentioned a lot. It'd be interesting who people say. I just don't think there's a lot of options because that's how set in stone, I think, some of these positions are. Mean Machine heard today that Peyton Bowen is getting outplayed by Powers. Well, I mean, they've alluded to that. They have alluded to that, but I don't know of any substance to that. So
I'm back. See if this is better for you guys.
Yeah, you sound better. You look better, Jay.
I had a lot of things open up on this thing. I had to go close some things up. I've been working on it. So I don't know what y'all talk about.
I like Gray God Samio. I could see him being a guy who starts and maybe wasn't expected to. What is your take on click management? I'm assuming, clock management. Do you think, okay, let me say this. Clock management was better last year. Okay, I'm going to say that. It wasn't great. It was better last year. To me, a lot of that's going to be determined by Ben Arbuckle and the offensive coordinator. If we're talking about offensively. Now, on what's disappointing for me on the defense, and maybe this will be helped in light of BV being the DC. Hence, when BV wasn't the DC, they're maybe making calls and he's trying to get the right calls in with the DC. Right now, he's calling it. He is absolutely calling it. I think that can help. Jay.
Well, Harmony, Mess, other people have said that Teddy Lehman said Peyton Bowen had a really good practice today. That's awesome.
Well, Jay, and there it is.
Continue it. He has to
Jay, there is the result. Are you ready? I'm going to use it because it's in the title. That is the result of competitive depth. That is not commonplace depth. Commonplace depth results in stagnant play by the starters. Competitive depth results in starters stepping up their game because they're being pushed.
All right.
All right. That was goated. That was a great take, Jay.
Hey, I was reading these comments here. I mean, can't do both sometimes.
Carson Kent could be one.
Well, hey, Sooner Cowboys.
They approve of anyone that's wearing a crimson shirt that says OU on it.
I mean, I think there are some that play there. They're gonna. It doesn't matter. I mean, let's not forget there was a whole lot of hype from OU people about Jackson Arnold and Seth Luttrell last year. So, now I'm high on John Mateer. I think most people are. And I'm glad Caleb Kelly and Rodney Anderson are. I have not listened to their pod today, Sooner Cowboy. I need to go listen to it. I like hearing them sometimes. I haven't heard all their stuff. I usually hear clips from it. So who makes the college football playoff first, USC or OU? Ooh. That's a tough one. I think both have a tough road because of, OU because of schedule and stuff. I'm high on Hawkins. What are you talking about, Ron? I'm high
on Hawkins, but I don't want to see him play this year. That's because I think OU's best chance is for John Mateer to be the quarterback.
Reese has got a good question. What position group do you think is the least depth? I'd say
I'm going to change it to least. I'm going to change it to least competitive depth.
Linebacker.
I would say linebacker.
Maybe running back.
Jay, they got the running back.
I heard on the Sports Animal this morning, Kerry Murdoch said that Tatum hasn't practiced at all. Neither has X-Rob mostly, because they haven't got.
Blaylock could pass Tatum soon. Great God,
because they've just been holding him off because of injury. I guess I don't know, but
X-Rob's not getting passed up.
Maybe I heard it wrong.
X-Rob's not getting passed up, Jay. So
Tatum will just be a baseball guy. I don't know about that. I think he's really talented football player. I just think he was a true freshman last year. People forget he didn't have all offseason. He didn't come in till July.
And he scored early on in the year on that.
He came in July and he played. So that's pretty good as a true freshman. He just couldn't hang on the ball. And I don't think he knew a whole lot of offense because I don't think the offensive coaches knew what they were doing. So,
yeah.
People got to, hey, come on now. We got to give guys a chance. I mean, some of these guys, people expect them to be day one unbelievable, and some of them have to grow a little bit and learn. I mean, let's give some of these guys a chance before we say it's time to be Tatum done with. Let's move on. I mean, hey, come on now. There's been guys that have developed after a year or two and been really good at Oklahoma. When did DeMarco Murray play first snap at Oklahoma?
I don't recall, Jay. Junior year?
No, it was earlier than that, I think. But
Mean Machine's got another question. This came up on the Scoop today. I thought it was a great question, he says. Will Mateer throw for more than 3,100 yards? Last year he threw for 3,100 yards at Washington State. Yes. They have better weapons at OU.
This is a great. I'm glad somebody brought this up because, and Murray kind of goes along with this. But the unbelievable year Oklahoma in 2008 with that offense that scored like 60 points, whatever, 6 straight games. Do you know who the receivers were on that team?
Say the year again.
Like 08.
Would that have been
Iglesias?
Okay. Mark Clayton then.
No. Manny, I think it was Manny Johnson.
Manny Johnson.
So they didn't have those guys were good, but all I'm saying is that offense put up huge numbers. And people say, man, wide receiver, they got wide receivers good enough to put up numbers at Oklahoma right now. They do.
Yeah. And hey, Mark, I did
good offense, and a good offense they do.
Mark, I did not read a book with commonplace in it. I just thought, what's a good word that starts with a C like competitive? That kind of means the opposite. Hey, Mean Machine said
they did aggression.
Mean Machine said 5 SEC quarterbacks threw for 3. Only 5. I think that's a lot. Let me try to guess who they would have been. 5 SEC threw for 3,100.
Nico.
Did he?
Well, he had the non-conference. He was putting up massive numbers.
I'm sure Jackson Dart's on that. Garrett Nussmeier's there. Nussmeier, Dart. Okay, Jay, I'll go Nico for you. Paviev wouldn't have.
I mean, did Lagway's not second half of the season?
No.
So Ewers would have been
Carson
on there.
Beck and Ewers probably.
Beck,
Ewers, Dart.
What about Sellers?
Nico, I don't think Sellers did.
Oh, did Arkansas guy throw for that much?
I don't think Arkansas did.
They threw for a lot of yards, Jerm.
It wouldn't have been Missouri, would it have?
I think Arkansas is on there.
Let's hear him. Let's hear them.
I think Green's on there because they put up their receiver was leading the SEC almost all the way through. He might have ended up leading the SEC. He threw for a lot of yards, Jerm. Milroe didn't. I don't believe.
I saw Jen say that Tatum hasn't. She heard on a podcast that Tatum really hadn't been the same since the concussion, and yeah, I mean that could be true. There could be some truth to that. Those things change you. 2024 Ben Arbuckle, total offense 17, scoring offense 6, passing offense 16. Let me ask you this, everyone in the chat: if those are OU's offensive numbers this year, if those, put them up there, Jay. If those on your screen, if that is the offensive numbers for OU this year, are they in the playoff? I say yes.
Well, we could do this all night for the next 22 days. Natty. Chester says Natty. Natty. Benjamin Natty. Are you pumped, Chris Rhodes? Are you? Chris Rhodes, are you pumped? But it won't be. What else?
Guys, you see on your screen the fanstop.com/OU. That is the direct link to get you to the Shirt of the Month Club.
3 packages to choose from. You sign up for the one you want. It's a new design each and every month. I'm wearing one of mine. Jay's got, I think, one of his on. It's great. Great stuff sent to your house. You don't have to think about it. You can get 10% off your first 3 months if you use code SURGE. Also, they're doing a great giveaway for us here at the Sooner Surge. Email us at SoonerSurgePod@gmail.com, and you'll be entered into the 6 winner giveaway that will be done on August 19th. The wheel will be spun, and 6 lucky winners, 6 lucky viewers will win 3 shirts from the Fan Stop, okay? So you got to email us at SoonerSurgePod@gmail.com. Also, the ticker across the bottom is for a $50 gift card. You got to call in on that. You got to call in tonight or before the first game and give us your first Tutty prediction. Speaking of calling in, here's the phone line link. I'm dropping it in right now. You guys can call in and give us a take. Is OU's depth competitive or commonplace? That's kind of the question of the night. But, of course, we'll talk anything and everything.
Hey, I got to bring up something. I see a lot of the Tatum stuff. Here's the thing, okay? I'm not sitting here saying Tatum's the number 2 running back. What I'm saying is he came in July and he played a lot of snaps last year in an offense that wasn't very good, and he got on the field, okay? I think we need to give the guy a little bit of a chance. At the same time, I'm shocked. It must be because of Alabama. But X-Rob, I like the guy a lot. I think he's going to be really good. But I think for the same people that are so low on Tatum, I think the same people are way up here on X-Rob when he only had like 40-something carries.
Small sample size. I'm higher on X-Rob, Jay. It is a smaller sample size. You're right.
And I'm not saying he's not going to be great. I'm just saying he only had 40-something carries, guys. For LSU, he ran 10 times for 20 yards.
Now, Jay, I agree with you on that comment, but I'm also going to say this. I've been very critical of Tatum not handling the ball, like, in my opinion, but he's young. He's young. But it is interesting, and I don't know if Greg – I know Greg God said leave Tatum, whatever. I'm curious, Greg God. I'm pretty sure you defended Jalil Farouk, and I may be wrong on that. Jalil Farouk was like a 4-year player at OU and still had ball security issues. And I believe a lot of Sooners defended Jalil Farouk when he had major issues holding on the ball, guys. And he had been there forever.
Yeah. Look at this quote from Boswell. Great quote. Great quote. There's the 5. Dart, Nussmeier, Beck, Ewers, Taylor Green.
Yeah, Rut-Row. I mentioned Farouk.
Farouk, Germ.
I can go find receipts. I'm just kidding.
I think Tatum has a higher ceiling of both of them, him and X-Rob. I do.
We know he was a higher recruit. Greg got to said it may not have been you. I remember there were several people defending Farouk when I was ripping him.
Hey, and listen, I think he ran really good last year. I'm just saying it was a very small sample size. That's all. Hey, let's get to we got phone lines. We got Chester on the line. What's up, Chester?
Hey, I've been seeing a lot of folks calling Peyton Bowen a bust.
Has he been, Chester?
Well, he played on turf toe last year.
Yeah, he was
true.
Did any of those receivers play with soft tissue injuries? No.
Good point.
So here's my point with this. So everybody's always blowing up Boganowski, Powers, and all these, and Hardy. How come they couldn't get in front of him on the depth chart when he had turf toe? Well, it's just a fair question.
It's a great question, but you know what I think it is? I think Peyton Bowen's a really smart player, and I think they really like that he can play a few different positions.
These are the same folks that were calling David Stone a bum because he was trying to transfer because of NIL. And then when you remember when Oklahoma went all out to go get him back, everybody's like, "You just let him leave." I don't understand most of the folks. Maybe they'll be 5-star busts. It is possible.
Yeah.
But you can't label him a bust already if he played a whole damn year on turf toe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
He was banged up. I hope he has a great year this year. I really did.
Was he great last year? No. And the Tatum thing, I get it. He fumbled way too much. I agree. But he was a true freshman that enrolled late. Let's give him at least a full year.
I agree.
That includes camps, guys, including camps.
Now, here's the thing, though. But here's the thing about that position compared to any other position. If you do have If you
Go
have
ahead, go
ball
ahead.
security issues, it's the quickest way to sit the bench,
Oh, absolutely.
no matter how
Of
talented
course.
you are.
I agree fully. I'm just saying, let's give the guy. He's had 2 camps now, and he'll have a real season now. Let's see. We don't know yet.
I agree.
I agree, Chester.
Now, the reason I agreed with most about Arnold is he was already here for a whole year, and then some. So I just
Correct.
Yeah.
assume
true.
he's a bust. No offense. I gotta go. Y'all have fun.
Hey,
Hey,
thanks.
have a good one, man. Thanks for the call.
Now AJ says Eric Gray was Eric Gray lacked Eric Gray had 0 ball security issues. Eric Gray could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he had really good vision, I think. Great cutter. He lacked one thing. I said it 3 or 4 years ago, I'll say it tonight. He was not a home run hit.
Okay, but the other thing I want to say
Don't
about
make the house call, Jay.
the other thing I want to say about the Tatum stuff is this.
And I don't know if X-Rob makes house calls.
Here's the thing. I think X-Rob in that offense last year shined because he's a really good player, and also that line wasn't very good. That's not Tatum needs space. Tatum's more of a guy with some space. X-Rob can go in there, and he's physical, and I think he could just do more in that bad offense last year. And I'm not saying X-Rob's not better. I don't know who's better. I'm just saying the people that are saying Tatum, bye, you're done here. I think that's a little too much. I don't think that at all. I think he could be a really good player at Oklahoma still. I think it's too early to say on him. Too early, way too early. That's all.
Yeah.
He might be, other than he's probably the most talented guy they got in there.
Hey, and Texas nightmare. The nightmare for Texas was a OU running back named Kennedy Brooks. Basically, OU's just going to hand the ball and get a field goal. And Texas scared to death to tackle him. He just takes it to the house and makes a house call and wins Red River shootout. Oh, that's a nightmare for Texas fans.
Hey, and Gray Gods, you're 100% correct on this. He doesn't need to make house calls. That's why you brought in on. And
But
I like the change up between the two of them. I do.
I like them both together on the field.
And Barnes that way too. Yeah. And you know
Both
what?
together.
Hey, dang kudos to X-Rob for last year. If you'd asked me before the year X-Rob plays and gets 49 carries or whatever, I'd have said no chance he plays against Alabama. No chance. As a true freshman, and he did. I mean, so kudos to the guy. I love it for it.
I'm adding KW to the wheel because K just emailed.
I was going to get to this. Mess says, today's practice standouts per Teddy Lateman. Danny Okoye, R. Mason Thomas, David Stone, Dominique Williams, Jaden Jackson, Kendall Daniels, Peyton Bowen. Well, that must all be defensive standouts. Hopefully the offense was there too, because those are all defensive guys. But
Well, Jason,
Guillory and Newcomb are both just they're climbing the charts.
Hey, Jay,
Yeah.
Jay, Jeremiah Newcomb looks really good.
Yeah.
And I've said this till I'm blue in the face. I don't understand why you can't rotate guys in at DB. Why can't you give receivers different type of DBs? I don't understand the concept of let's roll the same guys out there every possession on defensive back. Don't.
Man, I'm looking at these names right here. This defensive line is freaking.
I love that Okoye's on that list from
Hey.
Teddy Lehman.
That defensive line is stacked. I mean, this is I'll say it, this is the most excited I've been for a defensive line since the Tommy Harris days. For me.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
I think this is it for me. The most excited I've ever been going into the season for the defensive line.
Hey, now, Kyle said Teddy listed Deion Burks. I saw the catch on the sideline. And by the way, the catch on the sidelines, he was covered up like Elmer's glue. So it was a great ball by Mateer. Satania, Blaylock, Barnes, Foje. Foje, the only offensive lineman listed.
Foje is being talked about more than Fasusi.
Jay, I told you there's a better chance at Foje because Fasusi's behind Derek Simmons. Derek Simmons is an NFL draft guy. But Foje's behind who, Jay?
Sexton.
Babacci.
Well, I think
Please.
no, I think Fasusi might be behind Sexton.
Either way, Jay, they're both veterans.
Don't you think Fasusi will play left tackle?
Yeah, I think that would be his
So
natural one.
He
Yes.
would be behind Sexton.
I think guys can move tackles if they had to, Jay.
I know, but I don't know if you mess with it. I mean, if you put him behind Sexton as a 2, and then on the right side you would have Simmons and who else would be over there? Simmons and
Well, Jake Taylor, Logan Howland.
named Howland, I guess.
Kyle says he might have
Taylor,
forgotten
Taylor.
Kanik. He may have said Kanik. Now, what I've heard on Kanik is this, and this is no surprise. I have heard that Kanik is outworked, like he's working crazily. I've also heard it's very clear he's not a tight end size. I mean, he's what, 6'1", 6'2"?
Yeah.
I mean, but I think he's just a go-getter, and he's had a knack for at least catching around the end zone some touchdowns. So really what you need from a tight end.
Yeah. There's the list for the offense. Yeah.
Torrey Blaylock, Jay, looks really good.
I like Blaylock a lot, and his dad is you know what? I like parents who get on there and it's positive stuff all the time. There's no like, why isn't my son? I like it when parents are like that.
Hey,
I mean, you can have both ways.
Hey, just a second. Again, check out the fan stop at thefanstop.com. I put the link in here earlier, but there it is. Takes you directly to the OU Shirt of the Month Club. Do it by August 20th, and you'll get the September Shirt of the Month Club. It's a red one. It's great. It says Sooner Nation. Okay. Also, I mentioned that because I remember and I didn't get to it. Fanstop dropped a comment in here. How much does, and it was something to the, something like this. How much does Brent Venables' defense help Ben Arbuckle's offense? Well, I think that's
a lot.
You can see in the title it says the Sooners' depth competitive or commonplace. Well, I'm going to use another C word. That would be called complementary football. If the defense helps the offense and the offense helps the defense, that, my friends, is what we've all been with. The truth shall set you free. That is competitive depth. Sorry, not competitive depth. That is, I just lost my train of thought, Jay.
Yeah,
Mainly because of your smile on your face.
That was interesting.
Was it, Jay? But that's complimentary football. That's what OU's got to be. That's what OU's got to be, Jay. We've been waiting for it.
Yeah. 2 weeks till first game. So not next Saturday, but the following Saturday, there's a college football game.
And it's in Dublin, Ireland, Jay.
Yeah. Hate it.
What time is that kickoff because it's in Ireland? Is that overnight?
No. Germ, they're not going to play a game overnight here. Those games are typically maybe early in the morning or something if you're going to go anything, but
maybe like 8 a.m. here.
I don't think it'll be that early.
Jay, Ireland's on a way different time zone, Jay.
Yeah, but they're not going to play a game overnight in the United States of America, Germ. Come on now. Come on.
The Olympics are overnight in a lot of sports. What are you talking
11 a.m. Central. Looky there, Germ.
Yeah, Jay, do you understand? Jason, the Olympics are overnight. What are you talking about?
Almost like
Olympics are bigger than college football, dude. You don't know what you're talking about.
They're not going to go.
You don't understand how time zones work.
I actually do, Germ, but the Olympics totally different thing than one college football game.
You act like no one can play overnight in America.
They will never and ever until my lifetime play a college football game overnight. Ever.
I didn't say they would, Jay. You just act like it can't be done. You act like it's prohibited.
They will never do.
I have to disagree with the Twins about Daniel and his playing time. Have you seen that guy's workout tape? Wow.
Danny Okoye we're talking about?
I'm confused. Daniel.
Yeah. Enlighten me, Chuck.
Enlighten us, Chuck. What are you talking about, Daniel? Are you talking about Danny Okoye? And if you are, I've been saying Danny Okoye needs to be on the field I want Danny Okoye on the field a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna have to expand on that. I think he's talking about Okoye, but
Jake,
Like,
we have been the biggest
been high
Daniel
on it.
Poirier supporters out there.
I don't know. I think I've maybe been one of his biggest supporters.
Hey, I've got to get to this, and I know some people, OU fans, who have all this obsession with former Sooners ain't going to like it. Anyone in the right mind who thought Dylan Gabriel was going to start at Cleveland, please, you've lost your minds.
Yeah, Shadur's better than him.
Duh. There are people that said, no, Dylan Gabriel, he's their guy. What?
Well, Shadur's not going to be the guy either. He's not starting.
Dang.
Okay, here it is. Here it is right here. Chuck's talking about Danny Akinkumi. I don't think he's playing that much this year, Chuck.
Now, here's what I'll say, Chuck. I do agree with you that Daniel Akinkumi, UK Dan, his work ethic is unbelievable. Okay, I absolutely love it. I just don't know who he's passing. This would be competitive depth. OU's depth, I think, at that position, like, who's he going past? Maybe he does, Chuck. I just don't know who he's going past. Now, Jay, I think it would be awesome to have an OU game at 3. Now, I remember a game, Jay, a late night game for OU. I think the game kickoff was 11 o'clock at night. Do you remember one? A non-con game. They went to this game.
San Diego State.
San Diego State. I love that late of a game.
I believe Marshall Faulk played for San Diego.
I believe he did, Jay.
Hey, Germ, worst game I've ever seen in my life. Worst time for a game in my history of games for OU was this. OU, Texas. I'm trying to remember the year. I was in Vegas. It was 9 o'clock breakfast. OU's kicking off.
That's great.
I couldn't do the West Coast. I couldn't do West Coast 9 a.m. kicks, man.
I cannot wait for breakfast with game day and all this. Hey, and guys, here's your stop for it all, because we're going to have pregame lives where you can call in, postgame lives where you can call in. And speaking of calling in, Mez is calling out Daniel, saying he should call in with a practice report because Daniel wasn't practiced on Wednesday, if it's permitted. So
Hunter says he would like it because maybe you like it because you get football all day long, 9 to, and then the West Coast game would be like at 7 instead of late at 9. I see what you're saying. Hey, you want this hat?
Is it still available, Jay? Is it still available at thefanstop.com? I believe it is.
I would assume it is, but that'd be something to ask Kevin. I mean, I think it is, but
if the fan stop is still on here right now in the chat, let us know if that hat's still available.
Wake up and have football. West Coast sounds amazing. I understand what you're saying. It was just weird for me.
Chuck, I know he's versatile. I'm saying, who's he? Chuck, maybe you call in tonight, Chuck. Who would he go ahead of? Like, I don't see him going ahead of EPL. I just don't see him passing some of those guys.
Madrano was at the game, Jerm. Wow, that's pretty cool.
In the Marine Corps. Thank you for your service. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I need to go listen to their podcast. I just haven't I haven't listened to it in a few weeks. So I always like it when OU guys have a podcast.
Looks like that hat is still available according to the thumbs up on FanStop. You can go order that hat right now, Lance. Go to thefanstop.com.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, he's not very big. That's right. He does. Hey, he's a great workout tape. I agree, Chuck. I maybe play some, but not play a lot is what I'd say. Hey, we got Daniel. Somebody called for him. Daniel's on the line. What's up, Daniel?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
How are you?
Hey.
Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and respond to Mrs. request, but I'll only talk about kind of the areas people have most concern for. And let me make sure. Can y'all hear me good? Y'all can hear me good?
Yeah, yeah, we hear you.
O-line, I would say the O-line looks a lot better. They look more cohesive from what I remember hearing last year. They have a certain level of, like I said, aggression to them, a certain level of togetherness. Obviously, you won't really know until the game, really until the first scrimmage, which is tomorrow. Yeah. And the receiving core, when people are, you're hearing about them being, as talented as they are, they really are. And that's not just me saying that because, I'm with the program, former player. I honestly think that y'all have heard me say that the comparison between the 2014 season and the 2015 season, how it's similar now, and ironically, it's 10 years later. I think this receiving core on paper looks better in terms of what they have and the potential ability than our 2015 season. They have more size. I feel like they have more speed. And like I said before, if you don't remember, that season we had Sterling. Dede was his first year. We had Jarvis out there. Mark was really kind of trying to establish himself. Obviously, we don't have a tight end like Mark right now. I don't know if any of these guys will ever live up to that. That's a tall hill to climb. But from what I saw in practice, everything looks good. There are guys sitting out. Speaking to some of the trainers, I spoke to Jeff and some other guys. It doesn't seem like it's too serious. And hopefully, people don't clip this like last time. But the one thing I will say though is it still is very strange to me with some of the injuries and the length of time in which they're out. Like especially like Jaden Gibson. Yeah. That one I know re-aggravated and stuff. Like I said, I blew my knee out and I tore everything up. And I was able to come back. I messed it up in February 2012. I was able to start really running on it in November or September, October of 2012. So it's very strange, maybe still, and I know he re-aggravated the other side, but some of the length of the time that these players are out, that's just the only thing that's concerning me. But stuff doesn't seem too serious. I really think from what I saw, I want to keep it needs to be stay under the radar, but this team potentially can be something special. So, and that defense, like I said the other day, that defense really is the real deal. I think it's better than last year's defense, even with losing Danny and Billy. I think it's similar to that Michigan defense when they lost Aiden Hutchinson and whoever else they lost. And the next year, statistically, they were better. I think that this is what this defense can be. So that's just my opinion. But
let me ask you about one, was Kevin Wilson around much by the O-line? And two, is Kendall Daniels, you think he's going to play up on the line of scrimmage a lot, Cheetah?
I did, yeah. So Kevin, Coach Wilson, he was kind of just walking around. I saw him with the O-line, and then I saw him kind of going through some blocking stuff with the tight ends. I did see that. And then Kendall Daniels, I did see him up on the line of scrimmage a few times. Now I don't know if it was the scheme they were running at that point in time on the side of the defensive play, but he was really close to the line of scrimmage. Kind of looked like in that cheetah position. So I'm not real sure. I know they're still trying to figure out where they want to put a lot because they have a lot of talent. Like people talk about the linebacker core is deeper than a lot of people think. Like, and I know
Owen Heineke's name keeps going out there.
I'm saying, like, and I know the D line is deep, but I'm watching. I'm like, they really have a lot of bodies and a lot of good bodies in that defensive linebacker core. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to figure out how they're going to Coach V's how he's going to figure out where to put these players. I know he's a great defensive mind. He's going to figure it out, but that defense is, and Cortland Guillory, his one-on-ones. That boy is that. And
he's pretty big for a defensive back, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is the real deal. Like, I mean, potentially, like, just I'm going by my time. What I saw, there was not a corner we had. And Zach was Maroon, different guys like that, but there was not a corner we had that had the potential upside as much as he does. Like, he has a lot of upside if he can stay with the development, the hard work, learn to mature physically, different things like that. He can be something special. And then, and I know that there's the Peyton Bowman, Reggie Powers kind of. I think Powers might start. That's just my opinion.
Wow.
So
BV's talking high of him, so
we'll see. But he's looking good. So. And then running backs, I'm not really worried about them. I know they're kind of banged up. I saw them moving around. Nobody looked like they were too visually looked like they were too banged up. I think they're just trying to be cautious and stuff like that.
I know Ott didn't practice, but does he kind of looked the part?
Oh yeah, he reminds me of a more athletic Brennan. And I don't know if anybody ever saw Brennan when he played. If anybody in the chat can remember. Brennan was cut up. Brennan's arms and chest was yoked up. But Ott's built like that, but he's just a little more slender and has a little more athletic movement to him from what I saw. So, but I think they're all going to be fine. I think the running backs, like I said, I think they'll be fine. Mateer looks good. I mean, I'm trying to find something negative because I don't want to sound like I'm saying everything positive.
Tight ends.
Canick's not out of place as much as people thinks he is, but that's the one negative. I'm still looking at them. It's an unknown. That's the one negative. The unknowns are there, and then opposite Gentry, because I can see Guillory playing, but at this point with Bowen out, we still really don't know. So those are the two negatives I can say that I've seen. O-line, I don't see negative there. I really don't. I'm just being honest. I don't see a negative. They're all back. We have people who have experience. We have the size. They're together. Beatonbow's getting in there. You know what's, anytime they make the wrong step or wrong decision. So he's being Beatonbow. So, we'll see. Yeah. I feel good, but I'm still, I'm more optimistic than pessimistic, but that's just me, being a part of the, the brotherhood of OU football. So I'm going to have a little bit of bias. It's in me. So don't judge me for it.
Hey, no judging. I love every bit of it.
Yeah, great stuff, man.
Appreciate you calling in, Daniel.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thanks.
Have a good one, man. Yeah,
good
appreciate
stuff
that,
there.
man.
Jay, I actually, when I asked him about Ott, I forgot, like, Brennan Clay. I remember Brennan Clay as a guy that you would look at and say, this dude should be tearing it up.
He's ripped, man.
And Ott, more athletic, more centered, all those things. I think that's really, really good, Jay.
Hey, I got to answer something. Jeremy, let me say it first, okay? Then you can say your.
I want to know what this question was by AJ. I just want to know what that question was.
And then we'll get to that. But 918, random question.
Oh, I already know what you're going to say, Jay.
Dede Dorsey, good at BA. Hey, here's the crazy thing. When I saw he was playing for the Cincinnati Bengals, I took a double take and I said, who? He didn't do much. He wasn't very good at Broken Arrow, was he? That's what I thought when I was there.
He was good. You remember his number, Jay?
11.
No,
1. He's 1.
He wore number 1 at BA. But you're right, Jay. He wasn't like the best running back BA's ever had by any stretch of the imagination.
He was in the NFL.
In the NFL, yeah. Hey, Jay, Corey Heineke, good vibes right here. Corey Heineke on that national championship team. Owen Heineke is his nephew. And I saw someone said walk-on. He's a walk-on, shouldn't be playing. Baker Mayfield, ladies and gentlemen. Baker Mayfield.
You know where he went first before OU? Ohio State.
Owen did?
For lacrosse.
Dude's just a tough guy, Jay. Hey, Jay, there was a question about why did BV hesitate? And Mez says, appreciate the call in, Daniel, with the update. Thanks so much, Daniel. Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
What was the question that BV hesitated on? Maybe AJ can pop that in there.
Yeah. While I'm doing trivia, he can maybe.
They actually were the same. They're both walk-ons. That is a fact. They're both walk-ons. Walk-ons. I know they're not the same guy, but they're walk-ons.
Let's get to trivia. 918, the very own 918, owner of Sugar 66. Check him out. 2 locations, one at Mother Road Market, one in Catoosa. If you like candy, you need to go to Sugar 66. If you like ice cream and frozen treats, you need to go check out Sugar 66. And I'm just going to say this. If you're on here and you either have kids or have grandkids and you're in the 918 area, summer's still going before school starts, go get them dessert at Sugar 66. Great place, great people. Check them out. Here we go with trivia tonight. I think this one's going to be pretty easy. So just be ready, be quick, because 22 days away, I mentioned this guy's name earlier, Keenan Clayton, great player at Oklahoma, very underappreciated, undervalued. Went in the 4th round to who? Who drafted Keenan Clayton?
I didn't realize he was drafted, Jay.
Who drafted him?
Can't tell you.
I know.
Cannot tell you.
I want to know it because I don't want to give it away. But
Aaron Huddleston says Denver. Mark says Denver.
No.
Galpo says the Ravens. Quote the Raven nevermore. Chargers. Get ready for 918.
And 918 gets it. The
There it
Philadelphia Eagles, round 4. Isn't that crazy? Philadelphia. I thought Hunter, did you know that? You're a big Eagle fan.
Yeah, I'm curious if Hunter did know that. Hey,
he
Jay.
he was underrated, man.
He was. Tomorrow night, Jay, should be fun. And someone asked earlier, is the scrimmage televised? Heck no.
No.
Are we going to have any information? Whatever's put out there by some media members is all you're going to have. And I'm not sure how much the media is going to get tomorrow, Jay.
No, but there'll be guys with – I mean, that's one thing. Like Teddy Lehman, when they get to see it, maybe I see somebody saying in here about Rodney Anderson and Caleb Kelly. I mean, they're on OU staff with Soul Mission and different things. So some people like that, you're able to get some information, I guess, from.
So here's and there's Sam Ellinger saying we're back. Tommy Tough Knuckles. AJ, here's the question. Why did BV hesitate when asked how the linebacker group was doing in the Wednesday interview? I feel super confident about that group, but I know Harry's very critical of them for obvious reasons. Yeah, I'll have to watch that. I'll have to watch the interview and kind of see, because hesitating, there's a lot of context I'm missing, so I don't know why.
Yeah, I need to go check that out too and see what it is. Now, maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow once I look at that. I don't remember the hesitation, but I'll have to check it out.
I can't wait for tomorrow night personally. Daniel was thinking about going, and hey, shout out to Daniel for calling in tonight and giving us a little report. Much appreciated. Jay, it's been another good night. And the best thing about it is it's another day that has passed, come and gone, which means we're one more closer to the start of the season.
That's right.
So,
be here before you know it.
Tomorrow night, tell all your OU friends, this is the place to be. It's the fan show for the fans, by the fans. Yeah, Jay.
I was going to say we're 2 nights away from Sunday night, which I believe that's going to be our playoff prediction show, Germ. Pretty sure we're going to go ahead and do it on Sunday night. So come with your names ready, who you think's going to make the playoff Sunday night. It should be a blast. So, hey, appreciate it. Thanks, Dowpost. Thanks, everybody, for being on here. All the faithful listeners, all the loyal ones. We really do appreciate anybody new. Thank you. Appreciate it. And we will see everybody tomorrow night, 9:30. Adios.
See you later.